The hottest news from the 2025 MotoGP paddock is about to blow your mind, mate. Enea Bastianini, the absolute legend known as the Beast, who tore up the tracks with Ducati, is reportedly set to ditch Tech3 KTM at the end of the 2025 season. And here's the real kicker. Aprilia is circling like sharks, ready to snatch up this seasoned rider. What's the deal with Jorge Martin's bombshell decision to abruptly cut ties with Aprilia? Is this Aprilia's master plan to bolster their squad and shut down Martin's doubts about their bike? In this video, we're going to unpack all the juicy secrets behind this transfer drama. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let's dive into the biggest MotoGP 2025 story yet. The latest buzz shaking up the scene is Enea Bastianini's decision to walk away from Tech3 KTM at the end of 2025. You heard that right, folks. The Italian star, nicknamed the Beast, who only just joined KTM after leaving the Ducati Lenovo team, seems to be struggling to gel with the KTM RC16. His best result? A measly P7 at the 2025 America's Grand Prix. That's a far cry from his glory days at Ducati, where he bagged 7 Grand Prix wins and 9 podiums in the 2024 season alone. But the plot thickens. Over on the other side of the paddock, Aprilia's stealing the spotlight thanks to Jorge Martin's jaw-dropping move. The 2024 MotoGP World Champion, who signed with Aprilia for 2025, dropped a bombshell by announcing on social media that he's tearing up his contract at season's end. Talk about stirring the pot. Aprilia's big boss, Massimo Rivola, and the team must be fuming. Martin, expected to be their star rider after Alex Espargaro's exit, hasn't exactly delivered the goods for Aprilia's RSGP development. A nasty injury in Qatar sidelined him for multiple races, leaving Aprilia feeling like they've been hung out to dry by the Spaniard. So, how does this all tie back to Enea Bastianini? Here's the wild twist. Aprilia, stung by Martin's antics, is dead keen on recruiting Bastianini. Why? Because he's not just a cracking rider, he's a former Ducati factory ace, and Ducati's still ruling the MotoGP roost in Marco Bezzecchi's stonking win at the 2025 British MotoGP proved Aprilia's got the potential to fight at the front. Pairing Bastianini with Bezzecchi could create a proper dream team, one that's not only competitive but could also give Martin a right 2 fingers by proving Aprilia's RSGP is no slouch. Why is Aprilia so desperate to nab Bastianini? It's dead simple but bloody strategic. Experience and talent and Ducati secrets. Bastianini's no ordinary rider. He's the 2020 Moto2 World Champion, smashed it with 4 wins in 2022 for Gresini Ducati, and clinched a victory in Malaysia 2023, plus 3 podiums in 2024 with Ducati's factory team. His time with the Desmosedici, the absolute beast of MotoGP bikes, means he's got the inside scoop on Ducati's tech and tactics. Aprilia, despite their cracking progress with Bezzecchi's Silverstone win in 2025, is still playing catch-up with Ducati's dominance. Bastianini's data and know-how could help Aprilia's engineers crack the code on what makes the Desmosedici so rapid. Think aerodynamics or Michelin tyre management. That'd be a proper game changer. Plus, Bastianini's a master at tyre management, often coming on strong late in races, which is gold for Aprilia as they chase consistency across every round. On the flip side, Jorge Martin, despite his raw talent and speed, hasn't made the impact Aprilia hoped for. His Qatar injury kept him out of too many races, and his shock exit, coupled with his cheeky claim that the Aprilia RSGP isn't competitive compared to Ducati, has left Rivola and Campo proper cheesed off. With Bastianini, Aprilia's not just getting a top rider, but someone who can prove the RSGP can mix it with the best, especially after Bezzecchi's win showed what the bike's capable of. Let's break down the 2 riders at the heart of this drama, Bastianini versus Martin. Both are absolute class, but here's why Bastianini might just be Aprilia's golden ticket. First, his factory Ducati stint gives him a strategic edge. He knows how top-tier teams operate, how the grid's fastest bike is built, and how to wring every ounce of performance from it. Martin, while a 2024 champ, mostly raced for Pramac Ducati, a satellite team that's cracking but not quite on par with the factory squad. Second, Bastianini's got a calmer, more measured riding style compared to Martin's all-guns blazing approach. which sometimes backfires, like his massive Qatar crash in 2025. Bastianini's knack for tyre management and late race strategy makes him a perfect fit for helping Aprilia build a bike that's solid across all tracks. Martin's known for raw pace, but hasn't been as strong on technical feedback for bike development, according to some paddock whispers. Third, team chemistry. Marco Bezzecchi, fresh off his British MotoGP win, is Italian like Bastianini. Together, they could form a proper dynamic duo, fueled by a bit of patriotic pride to push Aprilia, an Italian brand, to the top of MotoGP. Martin, as a Spaniard, didn't quite mesh with Aprilia's long-term vision, especially after slagging off their bike. With Bastianini and Bezzecchi, Aprilia could build a team that's not just fast, but has a real emotional bond with the brand and its Italian fans. Now, why is Bastianini looking to jump ship from Tech3 KTM? After leaving Ducati in 2024, he joined KTM with big promises, factory spec bikes and full Red Bull KTM Tech3 support, but it's been a proper letdown. He's struggled to get to grips with the KTM RC16, which is worlds apart from the Ducati Desmercedesi. His best result, P7 in America, is nowhere near what a rider of his caliber should be pulling off. Compared to KTM's other riders like Pedro Acosta, Maverick Vinales, and Brad Binder, Bastianini's languishing with just 31 points after a few rounds in 2025. It's not just about the bike though. KTM's got some serious off-track woes. Their parent company, Pira Mobility, is reportedly drowning in debt, raising big questions about KTM's MotoGP future. That's gotta shake Bastianini's faith in the team. His manager, Carlo Pernat, was gobsmacked that KTM signed him, despite their financial mess. With Aprilia's bike looking more competitive and Bezzecchi's win as proof, it's no wonder Bastianini's eyeing them as his next move. As Aprilia gears up to welcome Bastianini, the big question is, where's Jorge Martin off to next? After burning bridges with Aprilia, he's a hot commodity for 2026. Word is, Yamaha's keen, especially with their new Pramac satellite team in the works. But Martin's hasty exit might come back to bite him. Teams could be wary of signing a rider who seems to bail on commitments, especially after Aprilia called his move unprofessional. The 2025 season is still underway, but our eyes are already set on 2026. Will Aprilia rise as the new king of MotoGP? Will Bastianini return to his peak performance? And what lies ahead for Martin amidst this transfer storm? One thing's for sure, MotoGP is always full of drama, and we're all the lucky spectators getting to witness this show.
Welcome to GP Talks. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.